Hi, CIT 325. This is week 4 presentation, and we'll talk about the loops. Right, let's just try and jump right on. A loop, there's, like in many other languages, its purpose is to iterate through samples of data, whether it be numbers, strings, or from an array or a collection. And then this week we will see on the textbook three loops: a simple loop, a for loop, and a while loop. And the difference between this is where you place the logic and how it iterates through the data. On the first example here, I have the simple loop. You obviously declare your variables. You declare the loop just with the simple word loop, and on this one, the way the logic runs is you compare the index with the sentinel. The sentinel is basically the number or the value variable that is going to compare against you to come with the true statement to continue or stop on the loop. There are various ways you can do this. Obviously, you can do it where you want to obtain a true statement first, or you can also do a negate statement where you use the not word delimiter on your loop. So here I have a simple loop that would check whether or not my value, which is right here, is equal, is less than or equal to the number that I wanted to count it to. So in this case, I did it. You can declare the number literal here, or you can also do a dynamic variable where you can get input from the user, and that's what I did, and I'll show you here in a little bit. There's also two distinctions on the loops, whether they are a guard on exit loop or a guard on entry loop. And what it means by that, it basically puts the logic at the beginning or at the end of the loop to verify that the statement still holds true, or it needs to exit the loop because the conditions are not longer met. So on the first example here, I have a guard on entry loop. It first verifies the statement, whether or not it be true, so then it can continue with the loop. With the exit guard on exit loop, you put that statement at the end, and so it verifies if this statement or the loop should continue iterating through the data. And I would show here, more clear that example here. If you notice, on my variable I have a number 5, but my loop requests to check if my value is less than or equal to 3. So right at the beginning, it's going to exit the loop because my value is greater. So this will iterate at least once, and it's going to exit right away because the statement is no longer true. It's false. My value is greater than 3, and it will exit right away, and it will not print couple of lines as it would do if I was putting like a 2 or even a 3, because it's less than or equal than 3. And the next example is the for loop, which is probably the most common loop among all the different coding languages. And here there's a couple things that I want to point out. With the for loops, you declare the for loop with the for word keyword, you declare your variable. You do not need to declare this variable on the declare block. You can just use the I as commonly known as the iterator. Here, the important thing is you have to delimiter the beginning and the end of your loop. So you start with value with the index of 1, and you can declare the index here with the literal number, or like I did it here, with a dynamic or substitute variable, which I can put whatever number I want, and the loop will run as many times as I want to print this line. The while loops also have unique features. They check right away for the statement or the logic on the statement. So it will check your variable immediately, and it will verify whether or not to run the loop if the conditions are met. And you can also use a couple other features, which are the continue keyword, which you can, in this sample on the textbook, allows you to skip the even numbers with this function. This is a special function, and you can just skip the pair numbers and just bring the odd numbers. So that's an interesting feature there too. But yeah, you can use the math tools here, like the less than, greater than, equal to, and look through your data. So here I will show right away. I will run this. My first loop asked me for this to look through, so I just want to pick up a 3. You can see a pin at 3, and then the simple loop guard on exits right away, because this is this condition is met. My condition is not less than 3, it's more, so exits right away. Then the next one I have here, I'll put another 3, so my value for count 3 iterates 3 times, and because it declares the end of the loop here, that's what you get. If you put a 10, it will get 10. And then the while loop as well, I declared well, I did not declare, but here we just do it while it's less than 6, only on the odd numbers. As you can see here, we only get 1, 3, and 5. And that explains loops on PL SQL. Thank you.